In the small town of Eldridge Hollow, there was a forest that the locals called the Whispering Woods. It was said that those who ventured too deep would hear voices calling their names, beckoning them to come closer. Children were warned never to stray too far from home, and adults spoke of the woods in hushed tones, sharing tales of those who had disappeared without a trace. One autumn evening, a group of friends, Maya, Jake, and Lila, decided to test the legends. They were thrill seekers, always looking for the next adrenaline rush. "It's just a bunch of stories," Jake scoffed, tossing a twig into the dying light of the setting sun. "We'll go in, take some pictures, and be back before anyone notices." Maya hesitated, glancing at the darkening treetops. What if it's true? What if something really is out there? But her friends laughed, dismissing her concerns. They packed flashlights, snacks, and a sense of invincibility, heading toward the edge of the woods. As they stepped into the forest, the air grew heavy and cold. The trees loomed over them, their branches twisting like gnarled fingers. Shadows danced in the fading light, and the deeper they went, the more the world around them seemed to change. The chirping of crickets faded, replaced by an eerie silence that pressed against their ears. "Did you hear that?" Lila whispered, her voice trembling. Maya and Jake exchanged glances, but before they could respond, a soft voice floated through the air, almost indistinguishable from the rustling leaves. "Come play with us." The friends pressed on, dismissing the voice as a figment of their imagination. But the deeper they ventured, the more unsettling the atmosphere became. The trees seemed to close in around them, and the path they had followed began to twist and turn in ways that defied logic. Maya felt a chill run down her spine. "Guys, maybe we should turn back," she suggested, but Jake rolled his eyes. "We're fine, just a little further." As they walked, they stumbled upon a clearing. In the center stood an old decrepit swing set, rusted and covered in moss. The swings creaked softly, swaying as if someone had just gotten off. "Okay, this is creepy," Lila said, her voice barely above a whisper. Suddenly, the whispers returned, louder this time, echoing through the trees. "Stay with us." Panic set in. The friends turned to leave, but the path they had taken was gone, replaced by a maze of trees that seemed to shift and change. The whispers grew more insistent, wrapping around them like a thick fog. "Help us," they pleaded, the voices now sounding desperate. "We're so lonely." Maya's heart raced as she felt something brush against her arm. She spun around, but there was nothing there. "We need to stick together," she shouted. But Jake had already started to run, his flashlight beam darting wildly through the trees. "Jake, wait!" Lila cried. But he was gone, swallowed by the darkness. Maya and Lila looked at each other, fear etched on their faces. They stumbled deeper into the woods, trying to find Jake, but the whispers grew louder, more chaotic. "Join us! Join us!" they chanted, a chorus of lost souls. Suddenly, Lila screamed. Maya turned to see her friend standing frozen, staring at something behind her. When Maya spun around, she saw it. A figure cloaked in shadows, its face obscured, but its eyes glowing with an unnatural light. "Leave now, or stay forever." Maya grabbed Lila's hand, and they ran, the whispers morphing into anguished wails. They could feel the forest closing in, the trees twisting as if trying to ensnare them. Just as they thought they might escape, they stumbled back into the clearing with the swing set. Jake was there, but he was not the same. His eyes were vacant, a smile stretching unnaturally across his face. "You came back," he said, his voice eerily calm. "You're just in time for the game." Maya's heart sank as she realized the truth. The woods had claimed him, and now they were next. The next day, the townsfolk searched the Whispering Woods, but they found nothing. No sign of Maya, Lila, or Jake. Just the whispering trees, swaying gently in the breeze, waiting for the next curious souls to wander too deep. And every autumn, when the leaves began to fall, the whispers would return, echoing through Eldridge Hollow, calling out for new friends to join the game.